Yeah, I'm starting. Hello. Can you hear me? I guess you can, huh? I probably don't need these. How you doing? Hi, Andrew. Yeah, a lot of people are actually. And it makes sense. It works. It works well for what I want it to do. Put that over there. Out of the way. Hi, Ocean. Hi, Diva Dwarf. How are you? Of course you can. You're the first one who has asked. Let's see here. Oh, good. Good for you, Andrew. I'm glad. That's awesome. All right, so Ocean. Oh yeah, the lovely VA, as we all know. Hi Diva Dwarf, hello everyone. I really hope you're all feeling well and happy today. If today is not going well for you, then please know that I'm sending you all love and hugs. You are all amazing. Yay! Thank you, Diva Dwarf. That's awesome. And welcome everyone. I'm Beth Thomas, so I am a medium, which means that I can speak to those who have passed, for anybody who doesn't know what this is. And I do readings here. This is Coffee with Spirit in the morning, so I'm starting to do this more and more. We're working on this. But and so I do mediumship readings, but I also do tarot. I have a lot of tarot cards back here, as you can see. And I do some oracle cards for anybody, and I do spirit animals and spirit guides as well, and I do some intuitive life coaching type things. So those are things that are like, I'm having a rough time at work and there's this issue going on. What can I do to help it move a little bit smoother for me? And those are the kinds of things that I would help with in that situation. Yes, I do speak to people who have passed in the stream here. So if you would like a reading, a mediumship reading of someone who has passed, I will put in my, so my Facebook is, I always do this. Yeah, it's right here. So here's my Facebook. You can go there to that comedian medium and you can send a picture there of your past loved one. The reason I ask for that is because it makes it easier for me to just bring them right in. I don't have to like try to figure out who it belongs to, who it is, what we're talking about, anything like that. We know who it is, we know who it's coming from, and we can just and that's the way I do it on a live. If I do it as, because I do paid readings as well, if I do it as a paid reading, that's different. You know, I can bring in whoever wants to come in, I can do it that way. But when I do lives, this is how I do it so that everybody knows exactly who it is and who it's from. Right here at the Facebook, right? See the Facebook right there? It says facebook.com / comedian medium. That's where you would send it. And Ocean asked, what did you want to have a reading of, Ocean? Did you want some tarot, or did you want intuitive coaching, life coaching, or did you want some, what did you want? What kind of reading do you want? And then just for anybody who wants to know the prices of my, and everything that I do for my, my paid readings, that's what that is. But that's not here. That's not here at all. There, I can do this. That's not here right now. These are free. If you do give a donation though to my PayPal, then you can get it for. Then you can get put to the front of the line. Oh, I also have a pendulum if you want me to ask with that, but let me ask. Yes, yes. Yes, Diva, and I will go and check. The reason I have you mention it here is because I can't go back and forth constantly and looking like I could if it was just on Facebook. So, but since I have it everywhere now, I have to know here on the stream. All right, let's see here. Ocean needs to have an answer to something. Ocean. Okay, what does Ocean need to hear? What does Ocean need to hear today? There it is. Alrighty, let's see here. So Ocean, you got the Ten of Cups, which is talking about prosperity. There we go. And it's also talking about success and being able to make enough money to move through the situation that you are in. You will have the prosperity. You will have what you need. You will have your cups are completely full. There will be everything that you need from them. So you will have everything in that you need in order to move forward. So I feel like it is a yes. Thank you. These are patch tarot. They are absolutely gorgeous. These are my first tarot. There we go, tarot card set, and they are really, really, really pretty, which is why I got them. A lot of reasons why I got them, and I didn't think I was going to ever do tarot, but these were perfect, so I had to get them. I had to. So I got them as soon as they came out, because I have followed. They're called Spirit Science on YouTube. If you go to look up Spirit Science on YouTube, that's who that is. And as soon as they announced that they were doing it like a year and a half, 2 years ago, I bought them. Good morning, Jennifer. How are you? And Diva Dwarf, I'm going to go look at your picture. Oh, she's so cute. I love the flowers that she has. That's a filter, though. I can tell it's a filter. But she's so sweet. She's so nice. I feel like she passed from a chronic type illness that caused her to pass, if that makes sense. But she's also kind of taking some responsibility for her passing, almost like she did something, she made something happen that caused her passing. So if that makes sense to you, that is kind of what she's saying. And usually I don't know why she's saying that right now when I feel like she did pass of some sort of illness. I don't know. I don't know why she's saying that, but she is taking responsibility for it. As in, she's saying, I made a decision, I did something right before I passed that caused me to pass. So I feel like there's some people in and around the situation that feel like she has that they kind of feel guilty for it for some reason, that they themselves feel guilty for it, and it could be you, but it could also very much so be like a very, very close family as well who feels kind of guilty about this. So she wants that person to know that she's taking full responsibility for what she did. That she caused her own passing by making this decision. I do sense that she does have some sort of chronic illness type situation happening with her, whether it was diabetes or anxiety or something that was chronic in her life that was debilitating, and she would have days where she couldn't go out, and she's making me feel like that there were days that she really just appreciated how much you understood on her days when she couldn't leave the house or she couldn't go anywhere. Either you would show up there with her and hang out with her, or you would just give her maybe video chat or something, but give her the comfort that she needed and letting her stay at home and do what she needed to there. Does that make sense to you, Diva? Okay, so she wasn't wearing a seatbelt. That makes sense. Good morning, new star. How are you? Hi, Kayla. Afternoon. Good to see you guys again. Hello, Phlebotomy. How are you? So you only talked via video chat. Okay, so I don't know why. She's talking about how you definitely were there for her in times where she couldn't. She just didn't feel like she could go on those days sometimes, and you were always there for her to help her to feel better. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So that makes sense. Thank you for coming, new star. It's awesome to see you. I do. I see you, Phlebotomy. If you either message on Twitter or on Facebook, on YouTube, I can almost always see you. But if you message on Facebook, I think it's spotty for some reason. I don't know why. Some people that were on Facebook were saying that they couldn't message me. But she is doing well. I want you to know, Diva Dwarf, that she's doing great on the other side. She has definitely crossed over. She's done what she needed to do. She has gone to spirit school is what I call it. But she's gone to her spirit school. And so one of you two, and I think it might be you, but one of you two have issues with your stomach where you feel nauseous a lot, or you feel a lot of pain or bloating or something like that, where it's constant and it's all the time. And she's saying that was also something that you guys kind of connected over. I don't know if you both did. Or, hi, Christine! But she definitely feels like that's something that she was bringing up. And I don't know if when she passed that because she didn't have her seatbelt on or something, that was also something that was hit and injured, because it feels like uncomfortable for a long time, and then all of a sudden there's a lot of pain. So I feel like that's one of the reasons why she passed. And her passing was yeah, her passing was so unexpected, and especially for you, because I don't think that you got the information right away. I feel like you were kind of left out in the cold for a day or two, or maybe even longer, about what had happened to her. She just suddenly stopped talking to you. And then you saw some stuff up on I don't know what it would be, but some social media where you saw it. And when you reached out to certain families to find out what had happened, right? So she's talking about how when you reached out, that she she was thinking in her mind when you did that, she said, I never realized how much of an impact I had on some people's lives. And I thought I was taking from this relationship, from this friendship, only I felt like I was being selfish a lot of the time, when in reality it looks like we really were helping out each other. And it just really helped to cement that for her. In fact, in knowing that in herself, she was able to move on to the other side much easier than feeling like I just was a burden to everybody, if that makes sense. Of course, Phlebotomy. So let me know if you guys would like a reading of some sort. Just let me know and I will put you in my queue right here. I know there's a way to do a queue on Twitch, but I don't know how to do it. So I'll put you in right here, and then we won't miss anybody too. Okay, so that was... New Star would like one. Kayla would like one. Yes. Oh, what are you talking about, Diva Dwarf? Is that for the queue? I don't know. I think that join thing is to join or become a follower. I don't know how that works. Hi, Katie. And that very well could be. I just don't know how it works. I have to look and see. I'm still kind of new to some of this stuff, and it's all... I will look into it now that you say that, because I didn't know why people would put that on there sometimes. So now if that's what that is, and that makes sense. And why a lot of people do it on their own tarot reading pages and stuff. So if it's exclamation join or something like that, that makes sense. It could very well be. I know there's a queue of some sort. I just don't know how to do it yet.
I'll find out for you right now. Hold on.
Oh, thanks, baby. He's so good. So good at this stuff. Anyway, Diva Dwarf, she is letting you know that she is okay. She is crossed over. She's on the other side. She's doing well. She says, I'm learning my new body, which is in spirit. So, but she is doing great over there, and she just wants you to know that she is sorry for leaving as quickly as she did, but as unexpectedly as it was as well. She feels like it was that it was the right thing. It was somehow, she says, I came to terms with it and realized it's what needed to happen, even though I didn't know, you didn't know, nobody knew, and nobody wanted it to happen, but it was the right thing for her at that time. Hello, Avaya, how are you? It's nice to meet you too. Okay, so Diva Dwarf is done, and Phlebotomy, you get a card. You get a card. You get a card. Everybody gets a card. Just kidding.
It's an app. You have to add the extension to your profile.
Okay, I know how to do that. All right, it's an app, I guess, or an extension. All right. Oh, thank you, Avaya. Thank you. All right, Avaya. Let me see. Oh. So you got 3 cards here. You got the devil. You've got your devil side. Come on. This thing does not like to. There. If I put it really close, you can see it. It comes in. Right, there it is. So you see the 2 people in the background. You see the devil. I love his face mask has the rainbow colors. Okay. And then you have strength. I'm sorry, passion. This one's passion, not strength. And then you have the 6 of Cups. So, for me, when I draw the devil card, it usually means it's a time to be celebrating and thinking about your human self. Sometimes it can be that you need to take a moment and realize that what you're thinking or doing may be because you're being selfish, but sometimes it's because you need to be selfish in a situation. You need to take that time back and think about yourself and think about what you need in the moment, because your human body might need to take some time to be human. And then you got passion. with your human body, I mean, I'm just saying. You might need to go on a vacation with your woman. And but he's also talking about taking the time and accepting what it is that you love the most about yourself, and being passionate and striving for that thing that you love, and what is it that you want to do with it. And then you got the 6 of Cups, which is talking about fulfillment and joy in who you are with the person that you are with. That's why there's the male and the female there, the two energies, and talking about how your cups are full and you have everything that you need. And I find it interesting that every one of these cards has like something that's very rainbowy. And I know it's very chakra-y as well, but I don't know, I feel it's like it's a sign for you. Okay, so that's what that's talking about for you, I think, today. That you just need to take the time to remember that you're human today, and allow yourself to, sometimes we make mistakes, sometimes we need to accept that we're human and accept the fact that we can make mistakes, and sometimes we hurt the people that we love, and sometimes we hurt ourselves because we are not taking that time away and going, okay, yes, I am human, yes, I need to remember who I am, yes, I need to work really hard at being me and as a human, and then taking that time, the passion, and just throwing it in there with your human self and saying, yes, I really love this, this is what I want to do, this is where I want to go, and allowing yourself to have the passion, the drive, the thing that, the desires that you have, and then the joy that comes with all of that. Yes. And being fulfilled in it. Because, Phlebotomy, you are an amazing young lady. You are, your heart is so pure that there's not very much out there that you could be like, well, I'm going to do this just to hurt somebody. I don't think so. Yes, you asked the question when I go to pull the card for you. So, Gregory is, I'm putting you on my list, Gregory. You are after Kayla. So we have New Star, Kayla, and then Gregory. New Star, you can ask your question. What is your question? Nope, not my style. Hello, Kobe. How are you? Good morning. Well, let me pull from my The Universe Has Your Back deck. I feel like there's something in there for you, new star, with this question. And I don't, usually when it comes to the other side and how other people feel about who you want to be in a relationship with, usually what I get from the other side is something along the lines of, it is your life, these are your decisions, this is something that you need to decide on your own. But I will support you in any decision you make because I love you and I want you to be happy with who you are. So that's usually the answer that I get from the other side. So that's what I'm going to tell you. And then I'm going to pull a card for you. There we go. So you got, in every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking and the energy of love. This is talking about pretty much what I was just saying. You need to make sure that you are thinking about you and who you are again. Who am I? What do I like? What do I love? And in doing that, you're going to start having the universal love going through you. And that love in and of itself is going to bring the people that you need into your life. And the other one you got was, there is a stream of love supporting my dreams. And that I know is straight from your grandparents. They're telling you, we are here, we are supporting your dreams. And I got the card to set it. So Kobe, you would like a reading as well? So I'm going to put you on my queue. You will be after Gregory. Kayla, you wanted a card, right? Kayla, where did our Kayla go? Kayla, where did Kayla go? She was here. There she is, afternoon. Yes, please. All right, let's pull you a card over here. You're very welcome, Kobe. You're very welcome. Oh, my goodness, they're just flying for you. Flying for you, Kayla. Flying. Oh, and there's your other one. Okay. These are cards I have not seen in quite a while. So I'm going to have to read the book on these again. So, the first one that popped out for you was the Eight of Swords. And we are talking about being confused. You're in a moment of confusion. You're not sure where you're supposed to go. You're not sure what's supposed to be happening. You see the swords are coming down. And they're, come on. There you go. And then you have the 5 that are the 6 that are in the hexagon there, that you can't see. That's because these 2 are what's happening outside of you. This is what's happening inside your head. And they're all swords. They're all coming at you, and they're all attacking you. And they're physically and mentally draining you. So then you got the 5 of wands. You got the 8 of, okay, the 5 of wands. And it's talking about struggle. It's not talking about defeat, but it is talking about struggle. So you see how all of their wands are pointed at a different person, and they're all kind of attacking and blocking all at the same time. So they really are. They're having a big struggle between all of them. They're having this moment where they all are trying to push against each other while defending from somewhere else. And it's really, really, really hard to be able to think through these moments sometimes and be able to make it a lot, to figure out what it is that you need to do. So this is the card that tells you what you need to do. So this is the 4 of Swords, and it's talking about, the word up here, ooh, is respite. And you see how the sword is there. The 4 swords are physically there. They're not only a part of his aura, but they are actually physical. They help him to stop and think, and they help to quiet the mind. I'm going to read this one to you because I haven't pulled this one for a very long time, and I don't remember what the book itself says. And sometimes the book says things in a way that I just can't. All right. The 4 of Swords. Take a moment to relax and recuperate your energy. You have undergone much trial and tribulation within your mind. The 4 of Swords indicates that it is time to rest while you have the opportunity. You know not what is around the corner, but in this moment, while you have the opportunity to rest, you should. There is much love for you in the cosmos. If you ask for love, you shall receive it. There you go. Does that make sense to you, Kayla? Okay, good, good, good. Alrighty, so Gregory, you are next, dear. Gregory, you are next. Yes, you are. You are here. We are here. What is your question, Gregory? What is your question, dear? Is it trust issues on my part? Does my current relationship have a long-term future? And if my partner is trustworthy and faithful, women, and not talking to anyone behind my back and being unfaithful and playing me? Oh, thank you, Kayla. That's so sweet. I will. I will keep going. I promise. Okay. So, this is going to be interesting because you got the 6 of Swords. And you got the Emperor. Let's see if I put it really close. Is it going to work now? Come on. There we go. So there's the Emperor. And then you also got the 8 of Discs. Now this one is probably going to be your telling one right here. But let's start with the first one that popped out, which was the 6 of Swords. Where did my, there it is. Aw, I hope so. That's what I'm here for. That's what I do, is to help people to grow and to heal and to find the love within themselves so that they can then exude that love into the world. Because trust me, we need the love in the world. We really do. But if we don't love ourselves first, we can't exude that love properly out to the world. We only are going to do it from an experience, from our experiences and our understanding, rather than from love and the understanding that other people have a different understanding and different experiences. So that's why I do what I do. I think the whole world should just be full of love. So 6 of Swords is... Okay, so it's time to let go of the beliefs and broken ideals of the past. Time to rise and meet a new, brighter future and a more harmonious mental system of understanding. This shift is both scientific and spiritual in nature, for it is an understanding of reality based on both logic and deep intuitive knowing. Leave the old world behind as it no longer serves you. So this card is literally telling you, Gregory, that there is a part of you that already knows the answer. Like there's a part of you deep down inside that you're like, my intuition is saying this. And then you also have the outside world, the science, the actual facts. That I feel like you found some facts. You found some things that say that this is what's happening, right? So that's part of what you need to do. You've got to take that time and push yourself to see the world from a different perspective. Kitty. There you go. Okay. And then you got the Emperor. And the Emperor says, when you draw the Emperor in a reading, it is a call to bring your attention to the control or power that you have in your life over yourself and others. Being a man of structure, the Emperor marks the structure by which you live your life, and with his fatherly qualities, he invites you to bring your attention to the relationships that you have with other men, including your father. Finally, the Emperor speaks to leadership and organization from a perspective of using logic and rationality to make good decisions for the betterment of everyone. So, again, he's saying this is a time for you to stop and think through what's going on, actually really think about it. Don't just go off your emotions or anything like that. Make sure that you are going off of your intuition, not your emotions. Emotions and intuition are different. You have this weird feeling that says, hey, this isn't right. Something is a little wrong. But then you also have the emotions that come with it. Like, oh, I feel upset. I feel scared. I feel worried. So those are the emotions. But the intuition is you saying, there's something off with this. And then you got the Eight of Discs. Now the Eight of Discs, I don't know if you can see that down there. But do you see how she's got a garden there? She's worked really, really hard at the garden. They're growing. And then there is this little piggy there in there that's gonna mess up her garden. So in this card, it is telling you that there is someone there that may or may not mess up your garden, but you have to keep an eye on it. Just like she's keeping an eye on that little piggy there, her little pet, to make sure that he doesn't mess up her garden that she works so hard for. But if she were to turn her back and walk away, that pig would definitely go in and destroy her beautiful garden that she's worked so hard on. So you've been working really hard on yourself, I feel like, and you've been doing a lot of things to help yourself move forward in your personal growth. And you feel like you need to and that's where that garden is. You've seen growth, you've seen blossoming, you've seen things happen, and then there's this little piggy in there you need to keep an eye on. Sometimes you don't know which one is the piggy. It could be, him. It could be a family member, like a sister, saying things that may not be true. It could be anything, but you have to make sure that you look out for that. Okay, Gregory, does that make sense to you? Meditation is kind of everything God is. Okay. So meditation is what I'm going to call you because it's a long name. So I will put you under Kobe meditation. Okay. All right, Kobe, what is your question? The list is, we have Kobe and then you. Meditation. We have Kobe and then you. So I guess it's really up to me to make things work, but do you feel she is loyal? I think that you need to re-watch what I just said, because it's not what I said at all. I didn't say you had to make it work. I said you have to work on yourself. And you need to keep yourself in tune and watch what it is you're saying, and watch what it is with watch the intuition. So you're like, I am feeling like this, or I'm feeling like I have a weird feeling about this situation. I just don't feel quite right about it. And then somebody comes along and says something to you, or you find actual proof of something happening. Then you can see it from both sides. That's where the Six of Swords is coming in and saying you can see it, right? So you can see the thing happening, and you have the intuition telling you it's happening. So you need to use both of those and come together and then move forward with that. And then you know that the male person in your life is telling you that you need to also really think through before you make a decision and say, hey, this is something that I need to help myself with and help others with, and push myself to find something new. All right, so Kobe, is my person leading other women on? Is he entertaining others as well as me? I'm so confused with our situation. Yes, I remember, Tars. I do remember. Ooh. Ooh, you got a very interesting card, Kobe. Let me see, is there anything else? Yep. Baby, can you bring me that card right there? Thank you. It went flying. Flying, flying. Oh, there we go. Sometimes, man. Sometimes. Okay. So, you did get the confusion card, too. You got the Eight of Swords, which is the one that was saying, look, you have things in front of you in real life, and you have thoughts in your head, and it's all causing you all kinds of confusion. You're not sure where to go, but it is time for you to, and that realization that you are so confused is going to help you to kind of, for you specifically, Kobe, this is for you to realize that your confusion is causing all kinds of other issues within the situation that doesn't necessarily need to be there. It's only, this is something that you need to address in its own form, I feel like, for you. And then you have the Priestess, which is talking about your intuition. Your ability to see and feel things is very strong in this. You need to think about it and really, really heed that intuition that you have that says, something a little off. I'm not feeling quite right about this. Come on. There we go. And you see how that her heart chakra is going up above her head to the crown chakra, and it is all coming together with the rainbow and everything around her in an aura saying, okay, I need to use, my intuition is right on this. It is right on the money. I know what I'm feeling. I know what I'm thinking. I know what I'm talking about. And then, which just goes right along with it, you got the crown card, which is literally talking about, see, there's the crown. So it is talking about that intuition that you have. And it's talking about the completion and embodiment of your soul and your body and your mind all coming together as one in your crown chakra, and having you see something that you didn't see before. And I think part of this is also letting you know that this might be a catalyst. This might be something that you say, you look back on and you go, you know, that's the moment. That's the moment I realized that my intuition was correct. My intuition was good. I have good intuition. That's the moment that I realized that I could have a spiritual gift of some sort. I feel like for you, you might also be an empath. So look into what an empath is. If you don't know what it is, you can go to my YouTube channel, and I do a video there on it and explain a little bit about it. But if you want more in-depth information, go online, go Google it. There's a lot more stuff than when I first started, let me tell you, about 10, 15 years ago when I first started reading about all this stuff. But now there are like whole groups. There's like empath groups on Facebook. There's empath groups on Reddit. They all talk about it. And I think there's empath groups on Twitter that are like people that are empathic that do Twitter and stuff. So Kobe, so that's where I think that's happening. But let me read the crown one for you. There it is, the crown. When you draw the crown, it describes the grand and harmonious completion and resolution to a cycle in your life, and the beginning of a new bold adventure from a new way of thinking. It most often signifies ideas such as everything coming together at long last, or experiencing mastery over a professional craft. This card could even slightly signify traveling to new places, both inside yourself and outside the world. In the most cosmic and esoteric sense, the crown represents the ability to take control of your destiny, embodying all that you truly are, and actively creating your reality with greater spiritual understanding and enlightenment. So it's literally taking that intuition that you have, using it, and creating your life the way that you are without worrying about what everybody else thinks. You got to think about what you need and what you think first, because if you don't like who this person is, you're not going to like other people for who they are. You're going to try and change them to be somebody that they aren't. But the moment you realize who you are, and you use your crown and your intuition, your ability to start thinking through, okay, this is what I need to do to help myself move forward, then you can start seeing things from the perspective of your intuition in a way that you never thought of before. You never realized things like that could even happen. So that is what I am getting for you today, Kobe. And is my person leading other women on? Is he entertaining others as well as me? If you feel like that, I think that the intuition card was straight up telling you your intuition is correct. This is what's happening. The other person's card said it was intuition and science, which meant that they probably had some proof of something one way or the other. Some mental and physical proof, or they had some physical proof, but this one is just talking about intuition. So it's straight up just you need to look at your intuition on this one. Kayla, can you advise what products you use on your hair that makes it look so healthy? Well, I kind of started doing something called the curly girl method. So if you look into the curly girl method, you can see some of the things I don't put sulfates in my hair. I don't put drying alcohols that are alcohols that you need to put in your hair that help to remove like the gunk and stuff, but some of them are you don't need. You gotta look into all of it. There's all these different rules and stuff. I'm not the most I do lazy, if that's what you want to call it, lazy curly girl method, where I just kind of do it, but I also don't wash my hair as often as probably some people do, and I do that on purpose because it strips my hair of all the oils and stuff, and it makes it feel it damages and it breaks. This is all bleached and dry compared to the rest of it because I had my hair green for a while. And so it's all dried, but doing the curly girl method has really helped it to come back and bring back some of its luster and glory, if you will. Okay, so I did Kobe's and meditation. So Tars, what did you want? What was your question, Tars? I prepared my question. Good. All right. What's your question? Hi, Sandy girl. Is there a spiritual connection between me and my ex Aman? And do we get together in the future? Is there a spiritual connection? Yes, there's a spiritual connection there. That does not always mean that you need to follow it, though. So this is something that's really kind of something that I have seen and discovered over the years of doing what I do, watching from the other side, and I don't, and it's also probably because I don't do a lot of studying to see what everybody else says about something. I just get it from the other side without getting human information about it. So there is something on the other side that I call my spirit team. So there are people that they could be on Earth or they could be on the other side already. And there's a whole group of us that are spiritually connected, that have been connected for many, many lifetimes, right? For many, many lifetimes. And that the that was a little. I was hearing myself talking in the background. My boyfriend was trying to. I think he's trying to fix something. Anyway, so that spiritual connection could be with one of those spirit people in your spirit team, right? And in that spirit team, you may not be right for each other on earth, but you still have that spirit connection because you know that person from wherever, from the other side or whatever, right? So when you talk to them and you are around them, you feel that spiritual connection. It's very strong. But because you've already made a pact before you even came down here, you said, you know what, we're not gonna be in a relationship while we're there. And I'm going to be doing this, and I'm going to be doing this. So then you meet, and your physical personalities are completely not right for each other, and so you can fight and fight and fight and fight, and it's because you made that pact when you left there and said, I'm not going to have anything to do with that person in that way. I've made a pact that I don't want to have that kind of relationship with that person. I'm doing my thing, they're doing their thing. They can't learn I can't learn what I need to learn if I'm with them, and they can't learn what they need to learn if they're with me. But you still have that spiritual connection. So that can be a soulmate. It can be a whatever you want to call it. So some people call them twin flames. Some people call them soulmates. Some people call them spirit connections. Whatever that is, sometimes it's not the right one for you. You need to stop and think through what it is that you want out of a relationship, and not, do I feel this connection? Because that connection can sometimes be a little confusing. Hi, Shrey! I see you! Hi! Oh my gosh. Everybody say hi, Shrey! She's one of the very first people in the world that actually believed in me as a medium. No joke. And she's an amazing, amazing medium. If you want to get a reading from someone who is just absolutely amazing and awesome, go check out Shrey. She's on Facebook. I don't know if she does readings here on YouTube, though. But you can ask her. Hi, Cloudy Sagittarius. How are you? Yeah, so... Yeah, so just because your heartbeat raises and your body freezes when you see her does not mean any of these things. It just means that you have a physicality that is connected to her, and most likely in a spiritual way. That does not mean you need to have a relationship with that person. It is not necessary or mandatory. If you do have a relationship with that person, that is like extremely, extremely rare for it to actually work out and be a full, loving relationship that you want to be in, that is supportive of both sides and loving and full. And sometimes that's what it is, but that's not very often. But it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. It just means that you need to stop and think through, is this person's personality going to help me or hurt me in the long run? And if it's going to hurt me in the long run, this is not the relationship that I need to be in. This is just my spirit feeling a connection to another spirit that I happen to know in the spirit world. Okay? My cat's sitting here, so I can't see the very bottom things when they come up. But let's see here. Who was next? So that was meditation. And then who was next? It was Cloudy Sagittarius. Did you have a question, dear? Where do you see me finding my... Okay, Cloudy. So Cloudy. And then Tamara. All right, Claudia, you're first, and then I will do Tamara. What? Okay. You're very welcome, honey. You're very welcome. I know sometimes it's not what you want to hear, but I'm one of those, you know, and actually Shrey is too. We're both the very logical mediums. You don't find many like us out there, but we're both very logical, and we see the world for what it actually is and for what the energy itself produces, not for what we want to see or what we hope is out there. This is an actuality. This is a truth. So that's what I do. I tell you the truth. Cloudy, you are up right now. You are on the list. Let's see what Cloudy needs to hear today. And Tamara, you are after Cloudy. Of course, of course. The more the merrier. And let me see. What was Cloudy's question? Where do you see me finding my first job? I want to go. Okay. So I am not a psychic, Cloudy. The psychics are people who can sometimes see things that are in the future, energy and stuff that is coming from a different time frame, like in the future, or a situation that is similar, is what you're asking, basically, is what I'm trying to explain to you. That I'm not the best at these. I will pull cards for it, but that doesn't mean that it is going to be the exact right answer, because I don't know that kind of I don't understand how to read that kind of energy. I read past energy, those who have passed, and I read present energy, what's happening with you right now. And also, a lot of times when you ask a question like that for the future, for a psychic, they can only read the energy that is going in that direction right now. Sometimes the energy can change one way or the other, and so when you get to that moment in your life, like you said, the psychic said this was going to happen, and it didn't happen the way that they said, and it could be because that energy shifted. So either you were going this way and you were making lots of money doing this, and this, and then all of a sudden you ask a psychic, and the psychic says, yes, of course you're going to be successful. You're going to continue to be successful. And then you go, oh, I don't have to work anymore. I'm done. I don't need to work anymore. I'm going to be successful. Well, what you just did was you changed the energy. Now the energy is this way. And it's not going this direction that you wanted it to go. And now you don't have any money or anything because you're not working anymore. You're not doing the same thing that you were doing that was causing that energy to be moving in that direction. So if that makes sense to you. But just so you know, Cloudy, I got the crown for you as well. Come on. Come on. There we go. So like I said, this is about your completion and your embodiment. This is about you coming to terms with your whole body, your whole mind, your whole spirit, your whole soul coming together and seeing what it is that you need to do for your for your own soul. And let me reread it again because I can't remember exactly what it said, and I feel like you should. There it is. And when you draw the crown, it describes the grand and harmonious completion and resolution of to a cycle in your life. And I don't know if you just graduated or something like that while you're looking for school, but it's definitely talking about completion of a cycle in your life. And a new way of thinking. It most often signifies ideas such as everything coming together at long last or experiencing mastery in a profession or a craft. This card could even signify traveling to a new place, but I'm pretty sure this is talking to you about it signifies ideas such as everything coming together at long last, or experiencing or mastering a profession or craft. And this is telling you that you will have the mastery, but you also have completion of something that you have just finished. Is the connection bad? And then you got the child. And the child is, in most tarot, they call this the Fool. And it talks about possibilities. So the question that you ask, is this going to happen for me? Is this going to be where my career path is, down this line, going? I would like it to be online. Because you just had a completion of something in your life that has you have a mastery, you have an understanding, you have an intuition, whatever it is, you have that you're moving forward and towards, right? This card is telling you, because you did this, you now have the whole world open to you of possibilities, and you get the choice. You get the opportunity, which some people don't get in their lives. But this is one of your opportunities to make the decision to walk forward and do whatever the hell it is that you want to do with your life. So if you want a business online of some sort, what is it you really want? And run for it. Run as fast as you can towards it. Also know, though, that with the child or the fool, see how he has his little knapsack that he's running away there, and he's kind of pushing forward, and the water's pulling away, right? And sometimes when we make these decisions, let me see if I can pull it up. So he's got the bird, everything around him is at peace. He's got his little cat there to help him bring forth that peace and that curiosity of a cat, and going, ooh, what's the next thing? But also know that when you make these decisions, look for a place that you can fall, just in case something doesn't go quite right. Because just like with the child or with the fool, you're gonna have a situation that could happen in your life, and this is literally just possibilities of things that could happen. Is I make a decision to do this and it doesn't quite work out quite right, so I don't have everything I need to move forward. So make sure you have that soft place to land, just in case everything doesn't pan out exactly the way you want it to right away. But if you just keep working at it, trust me, if you keep working at it, you will get it. You will get it. It will happen for you. And then, who was next? Tamara. Tamara was asking about, yes, always have to have a plan B. Yep. Tamara Forever. Hi, is Marlon still upset with me? He didn't text me. So the energy I'm getting with this is that there is a little bit of obsession and needing to have that, you feel like you need this text in order to prove that everything is fine with this person, when in actuality sometimes we have things happening in our lives, and this person's text may not be the most important thing. We might be dealing with something else with him. It's kind of what I'm getting from him, that he's dealing with something else that may not be as important as it is to text you. And that does not mean that that he doesn't value you or think that you're important, but he thinks that right now something else might be a little more important. I also get that your obsession with this question, well, not with this question, but your obsession with him wanting to, there is an obsession with it to the point where you feel anxiety a little bit about it, and you're feeling that you can't move on, you're not moving forward in your mental health because of this anxiety, and it's causing you to fall back on your mental health a little bit, and that you are not allowing yourself to grow because of this situation. So I would also warn you a little bit to say, okay, it's time to, if he doesn't want to text me right now, he doesn't want to text me right now. It's time for me to look at the next step that I need to do for me before I go asking for somebody else to give me confirmation that I am good enough. And I think that's just a mental health thing, but I'm also feeling it very strongly with you here, if that makes sense, Tamara. Let's see, what does Tamara, whoop, there it goes, it just flew. Oh, look at this! It's exactly what I just said to you. Happiness is my birthright. Happiness is not based on what somebody else thinks of me. Happiness is not based on somebody else's behavior around me. Happiness is my birthright. I am allowed to be happy because I love me, and my happiness is important to make me healthy, mentally healthy and secure in who I am. Okay, and then I will pull another one for you. Okay, Tamara? That was a whole stack, so that one wasn't right. So just so y'all know, I have a little bit of arthritis in my hands. So sometimes a whole chunk will fall out, and that's never the right one. I know that's not the right one. Only when one falls out. One or two. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this one is talking about your faith. This one says, when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. And this is what I was talking about. If you start thinking about yourself and start thinking about how you need to make yourself mentally healthy again and do the things that you need to do for you to feel happiness, right? Then that is the certainty and faith that this is talking about, making you yourself more in tune with what you need for your mental health. And you will start to change the way you see the world. It will change the way you see everybody and everything. It'll make you more, it'll give you that peace of mind that you are going in the right direction. And you will see people and things so completely differently. You will start understanding things that you never thought you would. And then you have, I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. And I feel like with this, what you're desiring, right, right now is to be loved, right? You have a desire, you have a need to be loved. And you can trust and focus on loving yourself, and that in and of itself will cause other things to grow in your life. But that will cause that growth, that love in your life for you to grow and be amazing, and your love for yourself will grow, and you will heal, and you will move forward in a way that you were completely unaware of before. Okay? Yes, see? Manifest it. Manifest it. Manifest all the love. I can't say your name in English, but if you need help, there are in Russia, are there phone numbers that you can call for suicide prevention like we have here in the U.S.? Because I don't know what a suicide prevention phone number would be in Russia.
I want to send it to you.
Okay. Thank you, honey. I will put that phone number up for you, Vladimir. I will put that phone number up for you, Vladimir. Okay, but I will also pull a card for you. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull it up for you so I can. I'm coming. Just give me a couple seconds here, honey. I'm pulling up that phone number for you, okay? It might sound weird for a second just because that's what happens, but there we go. There's your hotline number, okay, honey? And then I will definitely pull some cards for you, okay? Well, first one, like right here, just letting you know right off the bat, Vladimir, that this says the universe has my back. So even on the darkest of days, it feels like nothing is going right for you, right? The universe is still there for you. The universal love that we all have here for humanity. I love you. Everyone here loves you. We don't have to have a reason to love you. We just love you for who you are and where you are in life. But we all ask that you take those steps forward and not just think about the negatives, because there are positives. It doesn't matter how negative life gets. Trust me, I know it can get pretty bad. I've dealt with some of the worst things as you can imagine, and I mean, I was raised in a cult, so let's just start off there. So and you have no idea what that. Maybe you do know what that is, but know that no matter how bad life feels in the moment, there's always something there that can help you to grow as a person and to help you love yourself. And if you start loving yourself instead of feeling like the whole world is out to hurt me and to get me, and I can't go on, I can't move on, I can't move forward. Those are all mental thoughts that we put into our mind, and then we mull over them, we keep them going. But if we start realizing that there's something about us that is lovable and awesome and wonderful, that people love and would love to know about us, then we start seeing things in a different light, in a different, we just see it completely differently. So for you, I feel like you've been going through so much and you feel like the whole world is against you as well as yourself. But today is the day to start telling yourself something amazing and wonderful. For example, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite color, Vladimir? I understand. I know exactly what, I get it. I get it, Vladimir. I know that you don't want to be anywhere. I know you don't want to exist anymore. You're done. I've had it. I'm done. I don't want anything else to do with this life, okay? I know this. I know exactly what you're saying, and I know exactly what you're feeling. And I know that sometimes people get to this point. I know a lot of people that have. I was in the military. I have a lot of friends that I have lost to suicide, and I don't want you to be another one. Okay, Vladimir, I want you to see the truth in you and know that you matter. You need to be here on this earth. You came here to this earth for a reason. You came here to learn how to love. And you probably came here to learn how to love yourself, no matter how hard it gets. We all have things we want. We came here to learn, and that is just one of the things that we come here to learn. How do I love myself when everything around me seems like hell? And that's probably why you're here today. You probably were brought, your spirit probably said, hey, go listen to her. Go listen to her. She's got some things for you. She's got some things. But I also want you to try and call that hotline and see if we can't get you some help there. But in the meantime, I'm going to call you. I'm going to pull a card for you, okay? See? Look it. You are the loving energy of the universe. This is what I'm talking about. The universe has loving energy everywhere, and you are part of that. If you commit suicide, you won't ever know what it is or why you are here and what you came here to do. And the universe needs you to stay alive so you can figure that part out and heal yourself so that the whole world can be healed by love. We all have to be healed by love. And if you're not there, you won't learn that lesson. But you are the loving energy of the universe. We need you here. The earth needs you here to help bring more love in and to help to heal the earth from the hatred and the anger that has taken it over. Okay? Are you still there, Vladimir? Or did you leave? Did I upset you and you left? I'm so sorry. Do you have any people around you that you can call? There's another one for you, hon. I choose love no matter what. He hasn't answered and nobody else has said anything. I'm not getting anything from him. Anybody else see anything that I'm not seeing? Did my chat just freeze? It could be a network issue. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you are all doing well, and I'm going to go now and see if I can't help with something. But you guys all have a wonderful day, and I love you, and I hope you all just find something today that you love about yourself. Just find something today that you say, you know what, I do love that about myself. That's an amazing thing that I do. All right, and I will talk to you